Page 29, this is my father's world. 4/4 time in C major, it's got a pickup beat. I might mention that the amens on this religious music is like a coda. It's not really part of the piece, it's like a tag stuck onto the end. That's why you see the double bars between the piece and the amen, and that's why I like to put a break between them. I don't connect them. At the bottom of this piece, you look at the last three measures. You have rot, and then you have the amen. I point this out because if you look at the first measure, it's a pickup measure. It's got one beat in it. But if you look at the bottom, at the last measure, it's got 4 beats in it because it's the amen. Well, remember, the amen is just a tag stuck onto the piece. It's not really part of the piece per se. But if you look at the third to the last measure, there you've got 3 beats in that measure because that is technically the last measure of the piece. Melodies in the right hand bring out the melody. We have a few eighth notes in here. That'll be fun. Make sure that you're playing the rests. That is, you're being silent. Look at the second line. Second measure in the right hand, you have those 3/4 notes, rest. Make sure that's a rest. Now, they have that split up as 2 separate phrases, so you're going to want a little silence before you play the left hand G anyway. Same thing in the last line. You're coming down off a phrase. Make sure a little silence before you play the G should take care of it. And that G in the left hand is melody. The only pedal here is the amen at the end. And yes, you'll legato pedal the ah and the min. In the left hand, go back up at the beginning and look at that. You have a quarter note, quarter rest. Rest, rest, 2, 3. Make sure we get a 1 beat silence in there. Don't hang on to the chords and make them sound like half notes. It's here. So that way that note in the right hand is by itself. It needs to be. First line, you're starting out in C position. And then in the next phrase on that line, you go up 1. So you're in D position. Now when you get to the second line, first measure, look at that. It's 4, 2, 3. That's a good idea because we need to go back down in the C position, and this is how we can do that. Then you get to the end of the second line, you got to go up here. It's between phrases. Again, we get a little silence there, so that gives you the time to go from here to here. You could reach up and connect them, but since it's between 2 different phrases, we don't want to connect them. Then in the next line, eventually you're going to go back down, and you'll see it. Third line down, first measure, you have a 1 chord, 4 chord, 1 chord. Hopefully that's not a problem. You know your primary chords in C major. But look at the third measure there on the third line. I suggest you play the F with a 3rd finger. That puts you in position for the rest of it. If you played it with the 2nd finger, then you got to reach up with the thumb and then use the 2nd finger again. Not so good. If you don't have to, don't. Use 3rd finger. Be careful on the last line. There I pointed out that the end of the piece is right before the amen, and it's 3 counts. The tendency you'll have when you get down there is to hold that for 4 counts because you want to hold it. You just want to hold everything for the full measure. Well, don't. It's 3 counts. Hold it for 3 counts and then go on to the amen. Let's try this out. I'll give this 3 counts. So let's come in together. So C position, foot's on the pedal because you need it at the end. Here we go. 1, ready, and go, and. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, ah.